Okay, morning all. Okay, so I've got 3 different sets of weights here. You couldn't just work with the easiest one, but if you've got something heavier for some of the exercises, it's nice to actually sort of use some heavier ones. Okay, so we're just going to do some pelvic alignment without weights, or you can just hold them wherever you like, so just tucking the pelvis, engaging the pelvic floor. Standing nice and tall, making sure the head's down tilted to one direction. Okay, and then maybe refer back to what we've been working on in the normal classes. So think about your feet being nice tripods and your knees tracking forward. Okay, drop out. So we're going to do one nice roll down, so nice and relaxed. Drop chin, rolling down. And then really focus, you all know where the part of your spine is that doesn't articulate so well. Really focus on tucking under, zipping up and hollowing, and allowing that part of your spine to stretch as sufficiently as possible. Again, at the bottom, we're going to straighten our legs. Bend them moving forward, zip up, hollow, rolling back up. And straight away we're going to float our arms up, shoulders down into the V shape. Nice. We're going to roll down again, and we're going to pick up the weights if you haven't got them already. So next time you come up, bring your weights with you. And then rolling back up. And again, floating arms up. So I'm using half a kilo at the moment. So on the way down, so you start with your head still, but then let the weights take over. Imagine your arms are like plumb lines, and the weight obviously is the plumb bit at the bottom. So let that drag you down before your spine curves. That gives you more stretch. And then we're going to hover at your place where you feel the most stretch. And you're going to have some little micro bounces, so just very softly bouncing. Making sure the head stays relaxed. And you can also slightly swing forwards and backwards. Yeah. So remembering when we said the naughty dog, the naughty puppy, tucking that tail right under as much as possible, tummy in. And swinging or bouncing. And then we're going to go all the way down. So this was quite good with the weights. If you haven't got much hamstring stretch, you can actually put the weights down like this to straighten your legs. But if you've got a lot of stretch, then put the weights fully down. Straighten legs. Bend. Now if you have got heavier weights, you can now change to the heavier ones. And then we're going to roll up. Again, let them hang like plumb lines. So this is quite a bit heavier now. I'm having a kilo and a bit in each hand. And rolling back up. So good posture, and then really straight away engage your rhomboids so the wings can float up. That's it. We're going to do the same thing again. So if you've got heavier weights, you can really feel the difference. It just lengthens and pulls the spine more. Oh, nice stretch. So it's quite worth trying this with different weights, if you've got any at home, or get yourself some water bottles and fill them with different amounts of water. Again, either bouncing or swinging, or rocking forwards and backwards. You could even circle the weights around like stirring a cauldron. Oh, I like the stirring. And other way around. Again, and all the way down to the floor. Straighten legs, hamstring stretch. If you've got even heavier weights, you can change them now. Bending knees again and rolling up. Oh, that makes a lot of difference. These are 2.5 kilos, so I'm really going to have to use my core. It makes a lot of difference. Zipping up and hollowing and rolling up. So, yes, I can sort of see now here how people injure themselves in the lower back if they pick something up without actually engaging the core. That's a huge difference, and that's only 2.5 kilos in each hand. So let's do one final one. I'm floating the arms up with this, it's really hard. So, down, 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 down. Find the stretchy bit, and I leave it up to you, rocking forwards, backwards, round and round, swinging your arms like they're spoons in a cauldron, or you can even wag your tail from side to side. And then all the way down. One more hamstring stretch. And recover. So if you're having heavier ones, really zip up and hollow engage, and that's much safer for the back now. Okay, then we're going to go straight into a side bend after this one. Okay, great. So just bending up and over to the side. Again, it makes a huge difference which weight you're using. I'm having the heaviest one, and I can feel my lower back on the bad side slightly complaining. So I know I've got to bend my knees more and tuck under a little bit more, and let's test this. Yeah, much better. So I should really just feel a stretch on the side. If with your single weights, if you want to work harder, you could just take both weights in one hand and then just do the same side. I actually quite like that. So let's stick on the same side for a few. See how that pulls you down, and now this side of the waist really has to work to come back up. But also be vigilant on the way down, like a very controlled elevator. Good, let's do one more on this side. And then swapping over. These ones are difficult to hold, too big. Ah, here we go. And all the time observing your tripod feet. I might have slivered, obviously, that's what they do. I think we did 4 on each side, so let's do one more. And back to the first side. We're going to add our arm. So arm up and over. Lengthen before you go. And stretching down. And again, you might want to tuck under more here. And recover. And bend and tuck. And exhale, bend and tuck. So this is the 4th one coming up, so we're going to have some extra fun because we are going to go on to one leg. Bend and tuck. Now lift the opposite leg to weights off. Very good. Changing other side. Arm up. Side bend. I need more bend and tuck. And recover. We're going to have such toned waists for the summer season. So this is the last plain one. And the next one's the one with the balance. Bend, tuck, balance. Excellent. Good, we're going to have the weights either side again. Soft knees, you're going to slightly rotate and then go through sort of half roll down until your weights are roughly in line with your kneecaps. Then you're going to come towards the front, back to the other side, and coming back up. Back to the centre and repeat. So you're going to go to the other side. So rotate, keep your hips shining forwards, half roll down to the side, circle over to the other side, applying the naughty dog principle and coming back up. Again, tucking under, pushing that lower span away from you. So you can either continue with those ones, or we can make it slightly harder. So for slightly harder, we're going to bring the arm up, go to the side bend first. That's quite a lot of weight from up here now. And then drizzle down into that side bend. And recover. We just come up the normal way, because lifting that weight from down there will be very hard. So just to start, lifting the arm up, and we're going to go through the side bend. Ooh. And around. One more time each side. Up and over. And let the weight pull your spine forward. Tucking under, always think tuck, tuck, tuck. And the last one. I think we're ready for some spinal rotation, so hold your weights here. Soft knees, push the shoulder blades down, keep the hips forward, and we're just going to do a warm-up spinal rotation. Although we did rotate, didn't we? Just to ease yourselves in for what's to come. Swivel your head all the way around so that we can look behind you. Show you sideways. So I'm going to have my legs together. So I really want you to squeeze the legs together so you get an inner thigh workout. And we're going to bend the knees as much as you can. I can't bend very much. There's no calf stretch. And then you're going to hinge forwards. Okay? So in an ideal world, your spine and your shins would be parallel. So I would be sort of there. But yeah, I'm just very bad at this. So as long as you can keep your back flat, we're going to hinge forward, okay? And recover. Making sure you're tucking under. And bending knees. And hinging forwards. And coming back up. You could even float up on your toes in between. Okay, adding on. So bending knees, hinging forward. You're then going to extend the weights down and open up one weight for your spinal rotation. That's it. Coming back down and roll up. Rise and lower. So squatting down, pressing the knees together, hinging forwards, Allowing the arms to come down and then opening and keep the other arm, spinal rotation. And recover. And coming back up. This is where I regret using the heavy weights. This is very hard. And we go this way around. And so bend, hinge, extend. Really zip up and hollow, take your eye line with your weight. Now from here, if you want more, if you just look to the camera, you can cross the other arm over your knee and go lower, because you can use your arm as a knee bridge. That's it. And recover. So bring your weights into your chest before you come up. That's it. And bend and hinge, weights down. Spinal rotation, cross over if you want, and lower your bum further, rotate, come back down, weights into chest, come back up. I forgot the rise last time, didn't I? So let's do one more time each side. Bend and hinge, weights down, exhale to shift the weight, crossing over, lowering further down. Oh, I had another idea there. Okay, we'll do that in class perhaps. Last one. Oh yes, I forgot the rise, well done. And bend, hinge, weights down. Exhale to rotate, cross over, stretch. And weights down, coming back up. And rise, and lower. Excellent, we're going to go down to the floor just for the last exercise. Okay, so find your sitting bones, making sure you're up on them. And then keep our hands on our knees. And we're going to do not reverse curls, roll back. So tummy in, just rolling off your sitting bones and coming back up. So now people will be at very different levels here, and that's okay. So you could just focus on articulating the lower spine there. Your hands can come off, but you're reaching forward. Or you could roll down further. So it depends how far you can go. So I'm now imprinting my lower spine fully in the ground, and then I'm coming back up. Some people will even be able to roll all the way down and then up. But making sure you go through imprint if you do the all the way down and up version. But actually, I think the version where you stay just to that point of almost no return is a better version. So we can do that with our weights. Bring them into your chest. That just means you've got more weight, obviously. So just to remind you, when you come up, curve yourself up so your head comes forward until you're over your sitting bones, and then we're going to come to sit straight. So grab your weights. And here we go, tucking under. That's a lot more weight. And coming back up, curving forwards, over the sitting bones, and straighten. And again, tucking under, rolling down, coming back up. So we've got another optional add-on here. Once you're up, you could bring your arms up into shoulder press. And then from there, you could roll down, keeping the arms forward. Ooh! And coming back up. Maybe bring the weights in. So loads of options there to lengthen the lever or make it harder. one where you keep the arms where they are. Oh dear! That's super hard, isn't it? I'm going to try that one more time. And recover. Okay, well that's what I love about exercise. You can always make it easier and harder. Brilliant, isn't it? Okay, so that's the 20 minutes done. So you've worked a lot on spinal mobility, forwards, sideways, rotation and core strength. Excellent too.